Hey, welcome back everybody. This is Mike Brenner coming to you with the Brenner Blast. Here we go. It's Sunday, November 19th. We've got a beautiful Sunday morning here in Costa Rica. This afternoon, I'm getting ready to spend time with family, guys, because family is first on this team. Heading out to a beautiful park here in Costa Rica with my little girls and my wife, and we're going to have a big picnic this afternoon because, by God, that's what it's all about. All right, we're coming off of a good night last night. We were 3-0 in our NBA video picks. We didn't get it done in college basketball. Had one game, it fell short with Gonzaga. And then we had college football. We were 2-1. The only one we lost by 1 point at the first half. So I feel like we're in a groove. Gave out some of the private picks last night on the house, and by God, they cashed. Had the third quarter with the Golden State Warriors, and there was a method to that madness. The last 3 times they played Philadelphia, third quarter was their strength. And you know what? Hey, call it what it is. We call it luck. We don't gloat when we win. But the third quarter was the only damn thing that cashed last night for the Golden State Warriors. And by God, they put it on them. They were up by like 25 points in the third quarter alone. So we got it done there. And also we had the Houston Rockets on that first half. They poured it on Memphis. They covered the first half and the full game for my regular video picks. And they covered the first quarter very easily for the private pick. So we're picking up steam, guys. We're knocking it out of the park. I'll have an update of all the documented records later on today. But right now, we got to get into it because we got a lot on the slate. I got some NFL, I got some college basketball, and a small couple picks in NBA. There's no private picks today, but by God, we got 2 of them tomorrow that are looking awesome. Again, no private picks today, but tomorrow we will be right back on track. We're kicking ass and taking names in the private picks as well as we pay it forward. All right, guys, NFL, let's get started. Kansas City Chiefs are going to play the New York Giants, all right? I like the first half right here. Pulling that trigger with the Kansas City Chiefs. They started out 5-0. All right, they have really come down to earth. Shit has gotten real, and Andy Reid, the coach, he is not happy whatsoever. They had a really tough practice. This team's going to come out on fire. The Giants, well, they are who we thought they are, okay? Eli Manning, Ben McAdoo, the coach. This team just has mojo, no mojo whatsoever. They're 1-8, and they've got nothing really to play for. I don't think this is a question at all. Pulling that trigger on the first half, -6 with the Kansas City Chiefs. All right, then we're jumping down to the New Orleans Saints. They've been cashing tickets for us all year. This team is 7-2. This is like flashbacks of the Super Bowl team. They're having fun. Coach Sean Payton said it's just fun to show up every day at work again. The guys have a spirit that is uncomparable. He said Drew Brees feels like he's 24 years old again. I love it. They've got Washington coming in, and my hat's off to Kirk Cousins. He gets beat up a lot in the media, but that fucking guy, excuse my language, he's a soldier. He really is, and he's got a lineup that, you know, surrounded by injury-riddled players, so he's really done an amazing job. But you know what? Momentum and emotion go a long way. That's what I say all the time. We're going to pull that trigger with the New Orleans Saints because that place is going to be crazy early. The first half is -6.5, and that's the direction we want to go right there. New Orleans Saints -6.5 in the first half. Wow, I love what's happening there. I'm so happy for Drew Brees. He's one of the good guys, you know. He really is. All right, then we're going to be taking Detroit. That's right, we're taking the Lions. We're going to pull that trigger on the full game, -3 against Chicago. Hats off to Mitch Trubisky. He's doing a great job thrown into the fire there in Chicago. Had his best game last week in that loss to Green Bay. Tossed 297 yards and a touchdown. But you know what? I just think today the Lions are going to bring it. They're going to bring it. They've beat this team 7 out of the last 8 times. Stafford knows. He knows they need this win. They're 5-4. This is damn near a must-win for the Lions. But here's the reason I like it. All right, you've got Stafford and you got Trubisky, 2 big-time talents right there. Nobody can tell me that Stafford does not want to outshine this young man. I guarantee that is on his mind, and I guarantee they're going to get it done. So we're pulling the trigger with the full game with the Lions -3. And then our last NFL pick is a 2-team teaser, and this counts just like a regular pick. All right, I've done the adjustment. It's a 7.2-team teaser. We're going to be taking Kansas City after the adjustment -3, and the New England Patriots after the adjustment plus +0.5 of a point. I love it. I think that's a really good angle, and I think that's going to cash. Let me review again the NFL. We've got the Saints on the first half -6.5, Detroit Lions on the full game -3, Kansas City Chiefs on the first half -6, and then our fourth and final NFL pick is a 2-team teaser, Kansas City -3, New England Patriots plus +0.5 of a point. All right, guys, let's jump down and let's get get into some basketball. We're talking about Golden State Warriors, all right, at Brooklyn. I got two shots in this. I love both of these spots, all right. We're going to pull that trigger on the first quarter, -3.5, and also the first half, -7 or 7.5. Steve Kerr, again last night, said we have got to get out of this first half slump. He said it's something that has really haunted us this year, and we got to figure it out. So the momentum and emotion from the third quarter and getting the win against a great Philadelphia team is going to pour over today. They're going to play Brooklyn. Brooklyn now is without D'Angelo Russell, shut down for the rest of the year, just like Jeremy Lin. So that team is fading. They're losing a whole lot of supporting cast. Golden State listens to that coach, and he says we want to figure out this first half problems. I guarantee you they want to come out and they want to get it done as well. So I have no doubt in my mind, first quarter -3.5 with Golden State, and pull that trigger, baby, on the first half -7.5. God, I'm fired up for today. I love it. That's all I've got in NBA. 2 picks with Golden State, first quarter and first half. Now got some college basketball. We're going to get it done. Gonzaga let me down last night, but you know what? We're still ahead in our record. It's early in the season. Teams are starting to show who they are, and the cream is rising to the top, baby. All right, here we go. We're going to pull that trigger right now with South Carolina. We're going to do it on the first half, -5. All right, South Carolina 3-1 against Western Michigan, who is 2-2. All right, they beat Appalachian State handedly, but they lost by 7 to Tulsa. They're a young team, and you got Frank Martin going for his 100th win as coach of South Carolina. And also, let's not forget, guys, this was a Final Four team last year. All right, they did lose some talent, but they had talent behind it. That was a deep bench that helped push that run last year. I love it. Frank Martin's young squad is picking up steam. Pulling that trigger, baby. First half -5 with South Carolina. All right, then we're going to jump down to Florida State. By God, this was one of my private picks the other day that cashed huge. I love it. Leonard Hamilton, I like the way his style of coaching. This team is 2-0. They believe in themselves. They're at home against Colorado State, who is 2-1. They scored only 14 points in the first half versus Tulane their last time out. Oh my God. Can you say wheelbarrow and shovel? Because that's what this game is. They're going to bury them. I'm telling you right now, Florida State is going to bury Colorado State in the first half. It is -7. I love that play. This team will pick up steam today. They will get it done. All right, guys. Then we're going to jump down to St. Mary's. That's right. Number 11, St. Mary's, ranked in the country. The Gales are off to a 3-0 start. They're just knocking teams out. They're starting very fast, and that's what they did last year. All right, they cashed 79% of the tickets I used on them last year. It's all documented with St. Mary's on the first half. 79% of them, all right? And it was about, I think, 12 or 13 that I used. All right, that's a big percentage for cashing. That's not a small sample size. We're going to get it done again today. They're playing San Jose, and I'm telling you, San Jose State is in trouble. They picked up, they're picked to finish 10th out of 11 in that Mountain West Conference. And St. Mary's, again, they want to give Gonzaga a run for the West Conference, the West Coast Conference. They're going to get it done. They're going to put it on, and I think Gonzaga is really might be a little overrated this year. So look out for St. Mary's to dethrone them, and San Jose State's going to get their asses handed to them today. Pulling that trigger on the first half, -13 or 13.5. Don't let the number scare you. This team is normally going into halftime at double-digit leads, so I like it, and that's the last one for there. So let's review all the picks. Again, NFL, we're pulling the trigger on the Chiefs on the first half, -6. The Saints on the first half, -6.5. And Detroit Lions, baby, on the full game, -3. And then NFL wrapping it up with our fourth pick, a 2-team teaser. Kansas City Chiefs, -3. New England Patriots, plus a half a point after the adjustment. In the NBA, we got Golden State. We're pulling that trigger, baby, in the first quarter, -3.5. And the first half, -7.5. And in college hoops, we're going to knock it out of the park today. South Carolina, first half, -5. Florida State, wheelbarrow and shovel game, first half, -7. And St. Mary's, first half, -13.5. All right, guys, feeling good about this Sunday. Let's knock it out of the park. I got to get this done. I got a picnic to go to later on, so please do me a favor. Remember, family is first. Spend that quality time with your family today. That is most important. And bet responsible, beat that bookie, and build that bank with Brenner. Don't forget private picks. Pick up again tomorrow. Don't miss that. And don't forget, in the meantime, the Brenner Blast is coming to you, baby, from Costa Rica with a positive attitude.